change the world. On we go.
Hello, welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name is Steph. This is my October TBR video where I play my monthly TBR game, Jousting with Magic cards. This month I'm going to be using the same deck that I've been using for a while, which is my 5-color sliver deck. And if you're new here, a brief summary. Essentially, it's kind of like playing War with the cards, where we use their casting cost to determine which card wins. I have a list of prompts that coordinate with different colored die that match the color selection for the cards and or colorless selection. So when I joust, whichever card kind of wins that, I roll the dice to tell me which prompt I'm going to. I play about 4 rounds each time, and just because 4 is a comfortable number, where I know that I'm gonna read at least 4 books every month. Sometimes I usually read more, but that leaves me a little wiggle room for either readathons or special like reading challenges or vlogs that I have planned and things like that, or just some like mood reading. But yeah, there's a link in the description with the prompts list if you'd like to take a look at it. I will also be posting it on screen. This month for October, I'm also taking part in the Trick or Treatathon, which is hosted by a bunch of other great booktubers, so I'll be linking all of them and the information for that below. I'm on Team Fall, which I adore fall. As you can probably tell by the fall colors that I'm wearing, yellow and mustard are like my favorite colors, and I love sunflowers. And Team Fall is hosted by my dear friend Sela, so I will be linking Sela's channel as well, so you can definitely go follow Sela, because there's probably going to be reading sprints and other things going on, and I'm super excited. So all the prompts that I get off of this game, I'm going to try to mix to match the bingo card that I've created for this specific readathon. I hope that makes sense. If you have any more questions, there's information linked below, and let's begin. Welcome back to my board. Here we go with this month's game. I have my dice, I have my cards. I am once again using my sliver deck just because it is 5 colors, so I know that I have all colors plus colorless in this deck. If you hear any banging, it's because my neighbors upstairs are doing some kind of construction. But here we go. Card number 1. It's a land, so we will recasting again. Okay, it is a 5-cost white versus a diffusion sliver, which is 2. Okay, so that means that I will be rolling a white die because that won this round. I don't think that this has any applicable catchphrases, so here we go. Let's take the white die. 3. For round 1, we have rolled a white 3. That lands us on a poll pick. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I have 2 books that I really want to read, one of them being Horror Store and the other being A Dowry of Blood. I have just posted a poll on my YouTube channel, so editing me, whichever one of these wins the poll, please go ahead and do that, and then I will insert in my bingo card whichever number prompt matches that book, because I am making the bingo card before the readathon starts, so I still have a little bit of wiggle room to change around the slots. So it's either going to be Monster Mash, I think, which is a monster POV or like non-human POV, or the ghost prompt with like ghosts or haunting or something like that. Whichever one of those wins the poll, that is what is going to be in that slot for the prompt. Going on to round 2. First card is a land. Let's go again. Ooh, a white and black 3-crossed Necro Sliver against. Ooh, a 1-cost Glider Sliver. So this has flying, which means that it will fly over this to battle whatever card goes next. So I'm going to flip again. and a 3-cost zombie sliver. Okay, so this wins. It has 4, so I'm gonna roll a black die. 8. Round 2 got us a black 8. That means that it is an odd number of pages. Okay, so for the trick or treat-a-thon, each team, there's 5 teams, right? Each team has a trick and a treat. You need to complete the trick before you can complete the treat. So the trick for Team Fall is we need to read a book that either has mostly orange or in the cover or was published in the month of November, or in, I guess in any year, but like in specifically a month in November. And the treat, if we complete that, is we can count a book that we started in another month within this year. So I know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I want to see how it falls into the other rounds that I play of my TBR game first. A book that I started but finished during the readathon, so I have something for that. But to fulfill my trick that needs to be done first and fit the prompt of a number of odd pages, here's what I'm gonna use. I have a buddy read that I had planned during the month of October anyway, so I'm gonna go with All the Lovers in the Night. This is by Meiko Kawakami. It is one of the books that I got out of my free local little libraries recently, and I'm super excited about. It's Japanese literature. I think it's just supposed to be unsettling. I think it's literary fiction, and we're following the POV of a woman who's going through something that's a little bit strange. This book is about the world of work, its vicissitudes and its joys, and about the ways in which the past insists on shaping our present. That sounds very similar to the plight of a lot of Japanese people in the workforce and people that I know from Japan who have talked about this, or just like a common trope in Japanese literature that I've read, or the mundanity of work life and challenges of work-life balance in a Japanese culture. So that's kind of what this is about. It does have this beautiful orange watercolor on the cover, and this part here is like an orange red. It's more like a deep orange that's going into red, and it kind of follows around the back. The back is red. So this is going to fulfill the trick prompt in order for me to do my treat, which hopefully I can get for another book in this round. Did I mention that this also fulfills one of the prompts for the readathon for set outside of the country? So I'll be putting this on my bingo card as well. Let's put these to the side and go for number 3. Okay, a 4-cost white bone-sized sliver with double strike, a land, so let's go again, another land, go again, and a 2-headed 2-cost sliver with menace. Okay, meaning that I have to flip a second card to fight alongside this one because this one has menace. So this one is fighting with a lava belly sliver. Okay, this has double strike, which means that by itself, this would have beat this anyway. So these two win. I have a white and a red. I think I'm gonna choose, what haven't I done yet? I think I'm gonna go with a red die. So I'm going to take the red die and roll 4. It's a 4. Round 3 got us a red 4, and that is for a book that has battle or fighting. I'm going to use this on my bingo card for a prompt about murder. And I have the perfect book because it's also going to be a buddy read, which is going to get us extra points for Team Fall, and it's a buddy read that is a host choice. So Sela chose this, and it has orange on the cover, so it's going to fulfill a lot of things just in case I can't get to the All the Lovers in the Night in order to fulfill that prompt. First, I'll use this one as well. And this is for the murder prompt, a book that has murder in it, and I'm going to read Sister Maiden Monster. I'm very excited about this one. I heard about it recently and I was like, yes to the feral women. I'm so excited for that. I'm pretty sure I also recently saw this on a table dedicated to books about feral women in my Barnes and Nobles that I've taken a couple of trips to recently. I don't know too much, but all I know is 3 women, one of them goes on a revenge murdering spree against men who've committed atrocities or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's queer, and it's just, that's all I need to know, really. So that's super, super exciting. So that'll get us a bunch of points, and that fulfills the battle and fighting prompt. Time for our last round. Here we go. A land. Let's go again. Ooh, a 6 with white. It is a constricting sliver. Let's see. Nope. No applicable keywords. Versus, ooh, 3 mana for the Ancestors instant. Okay, so again, we're going by the mana cost as the battling point, so this wins automatically, which means I am rolling another white die. Ooh. 5. Okay, and then for round 4, we got a white 5, and that is for something that has political intrigue. So for the Sci-Fi Book Club, which is the book club that I run, the Interstellar Book Club, the month of October, which is also our 3-year anniversary as a book club, that's super exciting. So we have a bunch of fun stuff planned for that. If you want to join us, the link for our Discord is below. We are doing a party live sprint where all the hosts or everyone's gonna bring snacks or cake or whatever to have snacks together, and probably do some sci-fi trivia, and there's a giveaway and stuff like that. So please feel free to join us if you want to. We are reading The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin, and although I know that this is part of a series, it's a series that each book is a standalone, and after doing a bunch of research online, people saying it really doesn't matter, you don't have to have read any of the other books, they were not written to be in any particular order, they're just kind of all in the same universe, so you can enjoy this and not know anything about the other books, and that's fine. But I've been wanting to read this for a long time, so something about a guy, I think, who is on a wintry, icy planet that has a civilization and has something to do with challenging gender norms. There's a system there that very much relies on gender, and I don't know if he's challenging that or he's learning to understand how gender as a system functions politically in this world, or what's up with that, but there's something about that, right? And I know that this book is queer. I know that this was talked about as being a groundbreaking queer science fiction, so I'm just excited for that. There is a prompt, surprisingly, in the Trick or Treat-a-thon that fits this perfectly, because there is a wintry prompt where it's a book that has a wintry setting, perfect for this ice planet book. So I get points for that for my bingo card. Okay, so now for the other books that I plan on reading for my bingo card, aside from the books that are going to be used for my TBR game. This is going to be a carryover from September. This was on my September TBR. I am starting it in September, and there's just a few days left. I plan on reading this very, very slowly. And I plan on reading a bulk of it in October. So that is going to be House of Leaves. I'm actually going to be starting this tonight. And this is also going to be a buddy read because I'm buddy reading it with my partner, and that's going to be super exciting. We both have a copy and we're going to be annotating it together. So that's really fun. This is going to fulfill for the readathon my treat, which is going to give me some points, I think. And then also that this is a haunted house story, so I can use that for one of the haunted house prompts on my bingo card, which is super exciting. And this has also been a 5-star prediction. This is going to get its own dedicated vlog video that I am working on, so you can expect that video to either come out in October or in November. Ideally, this is also a rollover from September because I didn't get to do it as in September, so I'm going to put this on my October TBR. But glitch feminism, I'm also listening to different things about glitch feminism and interviews with the author to kind of get a deeper understanding of this so that I can do an independent review video. I wanted to do that in September, but I just got a little bit too busy, so this is going to fulfill a nonfiction prompt on my TBR. So that'll also be on my bingo card for, I want to say 10 points, I think. It also has some orange. Don't think that counts, but I have the other 2 books, so call this like a backup orange cover book. And then to fulfill the other 2 spaces on my TBR, there is a prompt for manga, so I think I'm gonna go with House Husband Volume, am I on 6? I think I'm on 6, either 6 or 7. And there's another prompt to read the next in the series, so I think I'm gonna go with the other volume of With House Husband. So either I'm reading 6 and 7, or I'm reading 7 and 8. Editing Steph, you put that here because I don't really remember which volume I'm on right now. So yeah. So I've got a couple of audiobooks that I'm doing. I don't think I mentioned which ones are going to be audio, but I think Left Hand of Darkness is going to be audio, and Sister Maiden Monster is going to be audio. And then I have a couple physical books, a buddy read and rollover for my treat, which is House of Leaves, another buddy read and rollover with orange cover for my trick, which is All the Lovers in the Night, and then Glitch Feminism, because I refuse to let this go by any longer without getting an independent review. So these are the books that I currently have planned for October. As far as like reading vlogs, I've just, since everything's been kind of in like a horror theme lately, or whatever, I guess whatever the theme is, or commonality between a lot of the books that I read, that's what that theme vlog is going to be for that month. So like last month I read a bunch of romance just because I was in a romance reading mood, so I had a romance reading vlog come out. I think I'm gonna probably end up doing like either monthly horror or sci-fi vlogs because I've just been reading so much horror and sci-fi, which are 2 of my favorite genres. I do have a horror vlog that I plan on putting out in October that I'm almost done with because I had a bunch of horror books on my September TBR that I read. But that's really it. So thanks so much for watching, and I post videos whenever I feel like it. Bye!
On we go!
What's it making, Mr. Wonka? Mr. Wonka, work the